elevate them to a different kind of status. I
Absolutely.
think that's the hope for them.
I'm really curious what they do this offseason.
They have any contracts up? Is Barnes a free agent?
Barnes is not a free agent. I believe
Okay.
he's signed for another year.
He's been really good for them.
He has. He's been a nice addition.
All right, so we got Deuce on Castle. They got Mikhail on CP. That's interesting. Let him shoot. No, Carl.
All right.
It's a great job by OG, and that's why OG is valuable, man. 3-ball. Bang, bang.
Nice. Good start.
Cat is the trailer every time.
I think last I saw, he's like third in the NBA among players who've taken 100 catch and shoot threes. It's just astonishing. His field goal percentage is poor.
That's pretty poor from Josh Hart. But yeah, Cat's efficiency is staggering. Here's a little cross screen action we've been seeing more of. Look what it's opening up.
Oh, beautiful.
They've been adding that little cross screen action. Super athlete, man.
I will say the Spurs retaining Castle in the Fox trade, whether you love his upside or not, is just great value.
Oh, I think he's going to be very good.
Good cut.
Yep. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, this is a joke.
He's abusing him.
Unders. A lot of guys you can go under on.
That's nice.
Essentially, he has OG on Vassell and Hart on Barnes, and I wonder if they switch that at some point.
What are you seeing here that you like or don't like?
I like the movement so far. I like how they're just featuring Cat against a tiny little lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just destroying them.
All 9? He must, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Good Lord.
I mean, come on. Either send a double or bring in a big.
Well, when John wins game ball this week, I got to figure out who to pick other than Cat for my game ball selection. Good Lord.
Mikhail's been quite good.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Cross screen action. Oh, now Cat popped out of it. Oh.
Heat check.
Can we like stop any penetration? No.
Nope. So here's my question to you. Mitchell Robinson likely to play tonight. Knicks have a back-to-back. Do you believe that it's the right call to play him against the Spurs and probably not against the Hornets? Or if you were Tibbs, would you have sat him for this game but played him for the next one?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I don't know if it matters very much from like a personnel standpoint. I feel like the potential advantage is that you get that he plays. He doesn't sit for 2 days, right? So you're trying to keep his wind up. I guess he's going to sit 2 days now between when's the game after the Hornets game? It's Thursday night and then
Saturday against the Wizards, I think.
Saturday. So he's going to get a two game rest either way. But I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on it, honestly. What do you think? Like, for personnel perspective, like he could. Neither team is good enough that I really worry. So I don't know.
Agreed. I mean, you're going small against the Spurs are going small against you, so at least you can feast on the boards that way.
Yeah.
He's still getting reacclimated. So I'm fine with him playing either one. I hear you in terms of not having a significant opinion. It just means more precious in one of these games.
Oh, boy.
Yeesh.
I'll tell you what, they're playing with pace.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep. Oh, jeez.
Jesus, Mikhail.
Doing a little too much.
Just go strong, man. There's no rim protection in there. Go way off.
Oh my
God.
What was that? Good Lord. I wish the Knicks could do a little bit better from above the break.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Lucked out.
There's something kind of funny about Chris Paul having to play for a really bad Spurs team.
And not what he signed up for, but
No. No, he did not. He signed up for the money.
And it was a very fun it was a very fun signing, and like it was fun to watch him play with like and mentor Wemby for a while there. That's good.
And Castle as well, I'd gather.
Yeah, yeah. And he was playing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Big shot. Pass.
Oh, God, they're really aggressive here. Corner. Nice.
Wow.
Impress. Damn.
Their ball.
Oh my
no.
God.
Oh no.
Man, they're just
pushing
pushing the pace. Oh, nice job, Hart.
Go finish.
What
Oh
was
God.
that? All right, at least got the call.
OG and Mikhail have had like a bunch of rim looks and haven't made any of them. OG in the paint is a frustrating player. He gets stripped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a two-hand dunk, it's a little shaky.
It's tricky too, because as great as his defense is, for the offensive value that he provides, can't be more. It has to be more than just an elite corner 3 shooter.
Yeah, and he's been up in the driving game since Brunson went out, which is mostly good. I like when he gets really physical in his drives.
Mm-hmm.
He leads with his elbow, which shouldn't be good, but is good because nobody ever calls it, and that's been helpful. But man, like when he catches on a cut and stuff, he gets stripped like 60% of the time. All right, reset. We got I lost the score bug. What's the score?
15-9 Spurs.
15-9 San Antonio Spurs. Some small amount of minutes into the game.
6:33 to go in the first.
Thank you.
Of course.
That was a good reset, Andrew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
No,
I know
we did.
This part of the season is this month of NBA basketball is like the most obvious argument for why the season's too long.
Mm-hmm.
You just turn on like any game now, and there's like at least two players missing, and it's unserious for the most part.
Speaking of unserious, because I saw you had tweeted about it, but I want to get your thoughts more on this. A lot of consternation, and I know your thoughts on when the trade happened originally. How much of this Quentin Grimes do you buy?
Very little. My opinion of him as a player hasn't changed all that much.
Mm-hmm.
He was the thing is having a really good year in Dallas.
Yeah.
And I've always believed in him as a player. Do I buy like if you watch his highlights in that game, he's making a ton of just like step back, above the break, contested threes. He can make those over a larger sample size when like real ball handlers come back to that team. Do I think A, he's going to be taking any of those shots or many of them, and B, that he would continue to make them at this rate? No. So I like the increased driving aggression. That was something that I think waxed and waned with the Knicks. I think it's good to see him get aggressive with his drives. And as long as he can attack those closeouts with consistency, I think the shot, certainly from the corners and even now maybe above the break, is really good. So he fits anywhere. Like he's a good basketball player.
He is.
I just don't buy like there's going to be any kind of star leap.
Agreed.
That's not going to happen.
I hope he keeps balling out.
Yeah,
Because
I
well, sure. I mean, that's yes, the appropriate, polite as a Knicks fan, and once a Knick, always a Knick philosophy would be for him to do well. But no, I actually want to screw over the Sixers financially, and the better
Oh,
he
tell me more.
plays. So the Sixers are moderately below the first apron next year, and I think they're okay around the tax. But if there's enough money that comes in that they with Quentin Grimes, they're in trouble. Because I would imagine a team like the Nets, why wouldn't they give him a $20 million offer sheet
Mhm.
per season? And if they do that, Sixers have some some choices to make. I would imagine, it seemed like a big reason they didn't want to trade Yabusele was they wanted to retain him. But if they get Grimes and Grimes makes them good enough to not keep their pick, there's a little bit more wiggle room. But if the Sixers do hang on to their pick, that's even more money. So I would hope that they have to pay too much for a player like Grimes because of how he's performing in March.
There it is. Strip under the rim.
Yep. You called it.
That's the one. Get out.
Offensive, yeah.
Take that. So an interesting schematic point here is like watching Mikal against teams not playing drop coverage. Because I think the fact that his pick and rolls end up in a mid-range jumper 80% of the time, that's only available really against drop. And the Spurs, obviously, with this small lineup, are going to switch everything. Haven't really seen him get any traction yet. They haven't run much for him, so we'll see. But just something to keep in mind as we watch this game. Get in there.
That's not good. That's your 12 shots. No,
that's not great. Get up there. That is just
that's
a layup,
his office.
Carl, that's a layup. Get your hands up. They have a big in the game now, so
13.
Jesus Christ in heaven.
Doesn't even feel like they're getting. I mean, it wasn't a bad look, but it just felt
not great shots.
Yeah.
All right, we're just gonna go under Paul's screens.
Great.
Okay.
Good thing he's not a good pull-up shooter. Oh wait, he is.
So now he's in against the drop. Good drive and kick.
One more.
Nice. Yep. Good relocation.
Oh, God.
Holy moly. That's a good 14. Look. Oh, my.
Jeez. All right. Hopefully, Chris, you can bring some better energy here. This is not fun.
Oh my God, KP, you're at fault.
One of the starts of all time.
Oh yeah, just tremendous energy. There's cat and drop on a Chris Paul jumper that he's made, I don't know, 700 million times in his career. There's Josh Hart going under a Chris Paul screen. That was a heat check.
I'd presume, Benji, that in that situation, if Cat were on the floor with another big, ideally a rim protecting one, that he would be less likely to drop in that case, more likely to play.
Hopefully, he wouldn't be on Biyombo.
Yeah.
Right. So the advantage that you get, and that they really took advantage of against Miami, was that Cat's guarding, let's say, Highsmith.
Mm-hmm.
So it's if Miami wants to screen with Highsmith, they can, but now Bam Adebayo's not in the action, and Bam Adebayo's not really a spot up threat. So, like, in order for them to involve Bam, they have to screen with Bam, and now it's not Cat guarding the action; it's OG Anunoby or Mitch. So yeah, that's the idea. And I think they should absolutely do the OG at guarding the 5 thing more.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've not done that nearly enough this season. Very infrequent in spots, but it's like, to me, an obvious one at times.
Yeah, I just don't understand why there's not more experimentation there. it feels like it's settled ground and that he can't do it. But we've seen in spots or in spurts that he has been able to do exactly that.
And even from the beginning of the season, there were spurts where Tibbs did it. Even the first 10 games, he did it a few times, and then he kind of went away from it for a while. I don't know if it's some combination of OG preservation. I think that's part of it, I'm sure, as injury prone as he is. And then the rebounding thing and having Cat always near the rim. But like, there's no question he's going to have to get a little bit more creative come the playoffs in terms of how he matches up with teams.
You're probably not playing against another team that's as small as what we're seeing tonight, but this feels like the perfect situation for you to play him smaller or to switch him onto their 5 because of the height disparity. Because he's like the same height as Sohan.
Right. And then it's like, if they play, let's say Detroit in the first round. So if Osar Thompson's out there, or even Tobias Harris, maybe, like Cat can handle those matchups, and then you can put OG on Duren or on Stewart so that he's guarding the pick and roll. Like, I don't want Cat guarding every Cade pick and roll. God, I don't want that. And if you, and I want OG guard in the action, right? So it's just about like, who do I want in the action? And then force them to make a decision they don't want to make, which is, okay, now I have to screen to get Cat in the action. I have to screen with Thompson or Harris. That's hard to do when you have a non-shooting big behind you, right? So that's the kind of stuff I want to see them do a little bit more. Little Spain action with OG getting blocked at the rim.
And all right,
attaboy, Mitch. Mitch should be playing volleyball against this team.
Benji, for the other end of the court, right? Like, is there something to the Knicks have barely gotten the ball in the paint in this game?
Cat did early, and then
fadeaways.
He's gonna shoot it, guys.
Every time.
Have these fellas never watched Chris Paul play? He's been playing for 62 years.
I was gonna say.
When he dribbles down the baseline, he's going to turn over the left shoulder.
The funniest part, 2 of the 5 Knicks on the floor literally played with Chris Paul.
Oh, that's pathetic.
They should know.
That's
Mitch is volleyballing right now. It's a good question, Chris. I think the switching defense can get to them a little bit. None of them are going to be isolation blow-by guys, and so when they switch everything, who's getting into the paint? Good closeout. Yeah, go ahead. Take OG. Be my guest. That's exactly what you want. I like that physicality. Way to go into the body.
There you go.
There you go.
Started reading the ESPN feature on Pop. I didn't get to finish it, but Keldon Johnson is the longest tenured Spur, and he's 25 years old.
That's like the Mitch longest tenured Nick.
Yeah, but how old is Mitch? 30, 27, I think?
Turning 27.
Yeah.
That's so young.
It really is.
I feel like he's such a vet. He's 27. What a child.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Chris.
I wasn't even
Shut up.
going.
You're not even allowed.
So there's something with the free throw numbers, right? Because like I wrote about this because I found it interesting. After the Clippers game, I believe was when I wrote about it, though. Mikal Bridges was on pace then for like 105-ish total free throws on the season, which would be the lowest total of any season, including the 2 COVID-shortened years. And totals are kind of all right. Totals are kind of usable with him because he plays every game. There seems to be recently some greater desire for contact.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Could it be that the driving lanes were clear for Brunson, but now with no Brunson, there's open space?
I think I got at this a little bit on the timeline a couple times, but like, so, and I never mentioned Randall in conjunction with it, but something that helps provide or helped him translate his gravity into actual like on court gravity was his willingness to go to the ball and be like, give me that right now. And there's something to that. There's some value to that Mikal is like just now figuring out. And also the sets they're running for him, I think now with Brunson out, make it a little different too.
Yeah, my feeling about it is he's just a little more aggressive because he has more touches and he's running actions, and so yeah, he has more opportunity to get fouled, and he's definitely has some emphasis on creating more contact. But like the lack of free throws was a bit of honestly a joke over the course of the year, like a crazy stat. Like he was not getting to the line. To your point, like a record fashion.
The one silver lining to Brunson missing time and Bridges, he got a box out there, soaking up minutes and usage. It shows that the Knicks didn't merely acquire a catch and shoot player, that he can do more than that. I think people have forgotten that. And it's just truly in so many ways about how he's used.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the stat I posted where it was like he and OG are the literal league leaders by zone in attempts from each corner?
I buy it.
Like, yeah.
That's a Tom Thibodeau.
I think that's a
staple.
good thing.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. I agree.
Good corner shooters, and those are very efficient shots. Yeah, it's interesting. I oh boy. Look, you're watching it now. It's like they're running the actions for Bridges, they're running the actions for Cat, a little bit for OG. It's a nice thing, but you have 16 points with 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Like they're not that good at generating offense.
Nope.
Even Bridges, as efficient as he's been, what shots are you getting when he runs actions?
Good things happen when you draw contact near the rim.
See, Cat should have a lot of points in this game.
Mm-hmm. Double big.
Yeah, I was gonna say who's guarding him.
It was Sohan in the first stretch of the game. That was fun.
It's like Mamushkavelli,
and he scored the first.
Hey, have some respect for my friend Sandro, okay?
the great Mamu.
Yeah. We'll always have our couple moments at the craps table last summer league.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was like Miles Powell adjacent.
No. I mean, Seton Hall's own, but no. I went to high school with Sandro's brother's girlfriend, and
whenever we're ready to box out, fellas.
When I saw him shooting craps, I think that's what he was playing. And she mentioned, she's like, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend's brother's on the Spurs." I was like, "Sandro?" I was like, "How do you know that?"
Yeah, bro.
Basketball.
This is not going to work for them.
It works.
Have we made a jump shot other than Karl Towns' 3?
What do you think, brother?
Yes. Karl hit the fadeaway from the baseline, didn't he?
Yes. So they've made two jump shots.
So Kevin.
They've made 2 jump shots. And they made 1 3. It's not what you want.
Nope.
Nah.
Hey, at least you have Landry Shamet in there. He's a shooter, right?
This is how they started the last game, the Miami game. I'll look for the tweet.
Oh, good mama Saba.
That's the Jarrett Jack full court. Smoked a woman in the head, but this close to recreating the Jarrett Jack.
So you think Deuce's offense hasn't scaled up very well since the injury? I think he's played well. His defense has been really good, but his offense hasn't quite been what I would hope.
Halfway through the first quarter of the Heat game, I tweeted, Knicks starting to get the round orange thing and the other round orange thing. The good news is they've gotten the ball in the paint 4 total times, and they've scored on 3 of those plays. The bad news is that was 3 of their 4 made shots 6.5 minutes into the game. So that kind of reminds me of this in a sense where it's like, on paper, it's like a Daniel Jones stat sheet. Like on paper, they're making most of the shots they get and blah, blah, blah. And then you watch the game and you're like, holy crap.
Quick reset. End of first quarter. Knicks are down 29-20 to the San Antonio Spurs. Not great.
Nope.
Relatedly, the Heat are beating the Detroit Pistons 47-45 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. But because they're the Heat, they will be down 25 by the end of the third.
If the Heat beat the Pistons, then by transitive property, that means the Knicks have beaten the Pistons in the playoffs already, right?
A lot of Pistons fear. How do you guys feel about the Pistons fear?
The Piston phobia.
Experience.
Shout out Sean with the W.
Shout out Sean with the W.
I think experience will win out on that one.
I remember being like, yeah, I'll take Dallas over OKC in the playoffs. I think like PJ's shooting hot. And most importantly, OKC needs to kind of like trial by fire their way up into that. And it was like at a much smaller talent disparity than the Knicks and the Pistons. Like, I have campaigned for that to be the first round matchup to the basketball gods. When I say campaign, I have been begging, right? Cade Cunningham, first NBA season as an all-star after being the prince that was promised in the Motor City. And his first 2 playoff games are in Madison Square Garden. Like, I would say you can't write it, but I did months ago. So you can write this stuff. Now, I wish I never said anything. It's gone too far. I'm like Oppenheimer. You know what I mean? Like, this is like the people are like, well, what they're young and hungry. And I'm like, what does that mean? It's like,
they're young and hungry. Listen, so are my kids in the morning.
I was going to say, your children are hungry all the time?
Young and hungry. When they wake up.
they deserve it.
Yeah.
Actually, my kids don't know. One of them barely eats.
So interesting that Precious.
Should we get into that? Should we break that down?
Yeah.
Oh, Precious. Yay. Go ahead. Sorry, guys.
No, it's just interesting that Precious is in the game.
No, it isn't.
You don't think so? You don't think rotation minutes tonight?
No.
A little surprising?
It is
No,
interesting
it
from a from a rotation perspective.
Oh, man, we're pairing Hart and Precious together.
It's not interesting any other way whatsoever.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that face.
This is pretty asinine to me, especially given Mitchell Robinson's return. Like,
Well,
these are like state mandated Achua minutes. Like, I don't really understand what, you know. Like,
oh my gosh, I've never seen 2 straight defensive 3 seconds in my life.
Wow.
That's awesome.
do you guys remember when it was like the most obvious front office mandate of all time for Obi Toppin to play 10 minutes? Like, he would be at like 9:52 of game time. Tibbs would be like, Julius, and then like this next dead ball, he'd pull Obi for the rest of the game. Like, literally like state mandated 10-minute a game appearances.
Oh my.
That's what it feels like with Precious recently.
You know what's hilarious is that, oh man.
Grown man.
You know
Big
what's
cat.
hilarious is that the Precious substitution actually worked because they played so far off of him and played in the paint that they got 2 straight defensive 3 seconds. And that is chess, my friend.
I was gonna say, way to zag.
Oh, good help there, Cat.
It's a shame he can't get an assist for those points.
Blake Wesley.
Why is Cat holding
I
his
like
knee?
him.
Why is Cat holding his knee?
He's fine.
Get over the half-court line.
Dominican. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's physical. Cat.
Yeah, knees really bothering him. Yep.
Good contact.
Cat's
Yeah,
Cat's
like,
gonna break his free throw.
It's a good stretch. Cat stretch.
I'm trying to think of a way that could have tied into the 15-0, like trying to steal a. I couldn't do it.
Oh my gosh, that's right. There's not a single field goal by a non-center. It's amazing.
Tom Thibodeau has got the lotion out right now. Like, this is like a dream for him. Yeah.
Who will be the first?
Hey, Sandro.
It's a great question.
It'll be Mikal Bridges, but actually, it's always campaign.
I really hope it's not Mikal Bridges. He's not in the game right now.
I was gonna say
it'll be a long time to wait.
It's always campaign. It'll be. No, actually, for the reason I'm saying it'll be campaign, it will be Precious.
Precious is a center, so he doesn't count.
But he's like.
I'm gonna say Landry Sham at 3, but I do think Campaign just
right.
jacking up pull-up shots is probably
Cam.
going to be the.
Precious is a power forward on this team.
Well, that's
man.
good help.
It's
Oh
like-
yeah,
Nice Landry. See?
Oh yeah, Precious.
Oh, more.
Oh
centers.
yeah,
big dog.
doesn't count.
Nope.
You have to have a
He's
guard
fine by
/
Hurt.
wing, make a field goal.
I would say like
Oh my god,
it's just objectively funny watching Precious Robinson 4-5.
Oh,
You're
how
like,
could you fall for the
That's a-
Sandro
you
pump
know what,
fake?
man? That's a great peel switch by Campaign. Really good defensive.
Ooh,
What a defensive
great
possession by
block.
Cam.
It's the second block 3
Look
of
at
the
Precious
night.
flying. Hey man. Oh, finish the
Oh.
possession. It was such a good job.
Damn.
Campaign was flying around.
the vet. The pro's pro.
Mamu.
Wasn't it the Bucks who originally picked him up out of college?
Mhm. I think he won a
No.
championship. No, maybe not. I think it might have been after they won. Oh, come
No,
on.
Laundry.
Damn it, Shamit.
See, Cat doesn't need to force that early in the possession. Like, work the possession so there's less help instead of driving into 4 dudes. I don't see a foul there.
Was he standing in the restricted area?
Probably jumped backwards and kept his hands up, but what do I know?
Nothing. You're an idiot. Basically,
Jesus.
I was gonna say the Precious at the 4.
Yeah, that's good.
Wow.
That is good. Oh, it's gonna be
Precious-
Josh Hart 3.
Nope.
No, it's not.
Precious at the 4, and then either Hart at the 3 or Robinson at the 5 is so reminiscent to me of like the NBA is undergoing a renaissance, and LeBron James is popularizing the non-point guard run pick and roll like to a degree we've never seen before. So teams are throwing out these like switchable, versatile wings, and Todd just starting at small forward like in 2013. Like that's what the Precious minutes feel like to me. Like Tom Thibodeau is such a great head coach, but it does take him like 1 or 2 years to get unstuck and go with the trend.
He's in his ways, one might say.
He's one might, or 25 might say.
Shoot it, Precious. Oh, good. Campaign 3, right wing. Bang, bang. Your call. Yeah!
Bang!
He's got a crazy percentage of his threes from the right wing
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny watching him shoot from the right wing too. Like it's like he's like,
because he's sideways.
yeah. It's like, it looks like it's like the
Wow.
wow move.
Dog.
Oh, man.
Campaign shooting from the right wing is like I asked my landlord to raise my rent to motivate me meme. Like it's like he's making it as difficult as possible for himself. Oh yeah, no, just go up with that. Yep.
See, that's the big problem with Precious. He can't shoot and he's not a good finisher. Drives me absolutely nuts. Oh boy. Yeah, Nick's not playing great. Yeah, when Campaign shoots from the right wing, if you're standing parallel, you can't see him.
So good. Murray and Jokic out against the Lakers. All right.
March basketball, baby.
I gotta fill out my bracket. That's right.
Oh, me too.
Hold on.
Jeremy's moving on from this game already.
Yeah,
Did you-
that's later.
I was gonna say, speaking of moving on from this game, have you guys seen the McCullough stat line?
No.
From tonight.
He had, at halftime, he had 14 points, 4 boards, and 9 dimes on 5 of 6, 3 of 3 from downtown. What's good with him, man? This guy is.
You like him?
I mean, I liked him out of college. I didn't really. I like underscouted him as a Knick target because I thought 1, he would be out of their range, and 2, he was redundant with Josh Hart. But it's Tom Thibodeau, and there's never enough Josh Hart, so I should have seen that one coming.
It's your bad.
It's literally my bad.
The camping left wing 3. What are you
he's
doing, Cat?
taller than Josh.
No, it's a foul, Cat. Don't look at him. You reached. And Josh is telling him. Ah, boy, this is something. Yeah, what foul? Cat's looking at the ref after that.
You almost have to respect the Just the audacity. Like,
Cat is one of the most consistent complainers in the league. I didn't appreciate it until he got here, but he is every time he complains.
my God.
That's good, Landry. I'm really
Yikes.
loving your production tonight, buddy. You're really helping us out here.
The thing with Cat is like I do not care what you want to say. Like you could recite a children's rhyme after every missed shot. I don't care, right? Like do whatever you want. But when I see 4 Nick bodies turned one way and the other at the baseline, arms up, like facing the complete wrong direction, I'm like, okay, you're letting that impact your.
Oh my God.
Can we get Precious off the floor? It was a terrible pass by Hart, but
Yeah, it was a bad pass, but
shouldn't be
also
out there with him.
why is he looking at the right wing and being like, "Oh, Precious Achua is open"? That's a floor
lineup
spacer.
out of my life. Get it out of my life. I don't want to watch it anymore. I've had enough.
Oh, that was a good, Cat. Oh wait, Cat, big test coming.
Oh man.
Where's Mikal? Where's OG?
Gotta call timeout.
Why is this the rotation? Why?
All right.
You have 3 wings.
You can tell they're calling timeout because Tibbs started
You have
walking to
2
the bench
wings.
before
You have
Josh
2
even
starting
crossed
wings that
half
can
court.
shoot.
Isn't this that was the second 13-1 run, wasn't it? Of the game?
I can figure that out. I would trust you, right?
Before it was all those 14, 15 consecutive missed shots, and the only point they had was an OG free throw, and then he missed the second one.
Aren't they on a 13-3 run though?
I thought they just showed it was 13-1.
Campaign hit a 3.
Before no, but I think they've scored 13 points since then. Why is Flavor Flav there?
They're on a 9-0 run in the
why
last
wouldn't
2
you?
minutes, so I can probably. I mean,
Give me one good reason why Flavor Flav shouldn't be there.
No, it's not. It's not about shouldn't. It's why is he there?
No, I'm asking the opposite way.
No, he should be there, absolutely. But you also need Chuck D.
I was at this when I was at the Super Bowl in Vegas. Flava Flav was just like at Radio Row, not doing any interviews, like just
Humble
walking
brag.
up to famous people, being like, "Yo, let me get your number. Let's get in touch." Like,
hanging out with Flavor Flav at the Super Bowl. Shut up.
no, he doesn't know who I am.
Oh, I'm Chris. I go to the Super Bowl.
Do you think they even gave a game credential? It was the media equivalent of the corner chair in a hotel room. It was ridiculous. Yeah, Andrew. I mean that. Yeah. Or we are optimizing the season by ensuring that they don't drop too deep into the first round.
Could be.
The Knicks are maybe we're running from the Pistons. Maybe we want to drop.
Yeah, let the Pacers pass them.
They're young and hungry.
Let the Pacers, who have been pretty good recently.
They're hungry.
Yep.
Steve
like their
Popper.
children.
Steve Popper. Flava Flav was manning the t-shirt gun here during a timeout, so we've at least got that.
I was at the Rangers game a couple weeks ago.
Ooh, look at you guys! All sorts of events. The two of you.
Yeah. Guy in the Chase Bridge rifled a t-shirt right at me. I caught it. Let's just say I was pretty impressed. So,
One-handed.
No, I used both hands. It was caught right there.
When I was at the DMV last week,
Sorry to hear that.
getting a license, and
Congrats.
it was sick.
Huh.
Didn't see anyone famous there.
It's a
Didn't get
great
any
story,
t-shirts.
Benji. We've all grown. How enriching was that? Oh, here's my mundane thing that I did.
Thank you for sharing your struggles so that we can learn from them.
Oh man,
I'm Benji. I live in Westchester. I went to the DMV.
I have a car.
My children are young and hungry.
I can afford to pay for somewhere to live and somewhere to get from place to place.
But not for my children to eat.
Well,
that's good, Precious. He's still in there. He's still in there. This is good. This is gonna get really wonky on here if this game continues to go this way.
it's like Gary, Keith, and Ron like 8 innings deep into another Mets shutout where they're down like 8-0. Oh,
You might have to fold the franchise after that one. That's rough. That's a pull-up jumper by Mamu.
That's tough, sadly. Oh, my Lord. Right back. Or not.
They call him the Peach of Georgia, folks. It's Mamu. Georgia Peach.
He double dribbled. Yo. Am I crazy?
It's a reverse psychology. If he has the most identifiable hair on the floor, then they're less likely to notice him.
You think Sohan and OG talk to each other in British English and no one else understands them? It's like their own language.
I'm picturing one of them being like, "Oi, cat."
Oh my God, Mamu.
No. You almost knew that was going. Like, sometimes you just know.
It's the Mamu game.
We're down 17, guys.
You know when they're that turn on the bench this doesn't happen. Good. Precious is standing at the elbow and nothing is happening.
I'm just glad he's still on the floor. Oh, this is going really well. This is really
Blake Wesley, another fast break.
Oh,
Mamu.
We're down 19, guys.
So what's Cat doing here?
I just need Precious Achua to get off the floor.
All right. There's a double. Deuce is open. There's a double. Deuce is open. There's a double.
Nobody's open because there's no spacing.
Deuce was fake open at the top of the key.
And
transition. Run out the gym.
What?
It's bad.
Oh.
Cat's hurt again. Good.
Oh,
Cat's holding his hand. Awesome. Yeah. This is going really well. I'm enjoying this.
Oh, he's going straight to the locker room.
Good.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's going to the locker room.
Nah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's going straight to the locker room.
Edwards just tweeted it. So is this? I'll throw this out here.
Mm-hmm.
They played in Miami, then they went home, then they went out west, then back home for one game, and then to the Alamo. So is the start of the Heat game, which Cat fixed by, like messiahing his way into the Knicks trying. And then the start of this game, does it feel like a little bit fatigue and not just from minutes, but countrywide travel, or is there just something fundamentally off with the tectonic plates of this team?
Tough to say. I mean, it's a long road trip. It's a lot of time to be traveling. And yet, how many of these issues are new? I understand Brunson not being there is a bit of a catalyst. But I just hope for many reasons that Cat is healthy and isn't significantly hurt. But I think a big factor here is I don't want the Knicks to go into the playoffs without him. And then the belief with Tibbs is like, well, Cat was hurt, so how can we judge him? Also, that was a terrible tic-tac-toe decision. Why wouldn't you just go like the center?
Yeah, let's get to the real conversation. What?
That was abysmal. That was sad. But that's Texas education for you.
I'm gonna have to read about how their mascot, like the origin story there. I want to know how they didn't land on a horse. Oh yeah, hold on. This is.
I'll hit him right on the tape.
Probably get retaped and. Ouchie. At least it's not his shooting hand, but that still sucks. Watch out for the foam tacos. Tap.
For the comedically large foam tacos being carried in on his way out is way too funny.
Oh, Mitch and Precious and Hart. God,
how is Precious still on the floor? What the hell is going on?
The Knicks offense,
they're just gonna collapse.
Has been abysmal. So they came out of the break.
What am I? I think is this Tim telling Mikal you didn't want to play a lot, so I'm just going to sit you and you have to watch Precious Achiuwa for 17 straight minutes.
This is like Clockwork Orange.
Give me some DeLon and PJ minutes. Let's just punt it.
Front court, because sure.
This is good. This is good. This is good. Never mind. PJ hasn't put on a jersey yet.
He definitely did not sign that contract to play.
He's just wearing sweats over his underwear every night.
Mm-hmm. It's like how we didn't even know what jersey number he had until they posted it. And it was easy to assume it would be 17, but it'd be funny if they just signed him and he's like, "What's your number?" He's like, "I was not assigned one. I am not playing."
It wasn't supposed to get this far.
Yeah.
I accidentally became important at work and it's ruining my life.
Yes. Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is really good. This is really good right here.
How much money PJ Tucker is getting paid this season to not play basketball?
Like
goals.
Josh Hart. Here we go. Good offense, guys.
Look at Blake Wesley just powering it down the floor.
Any good movie recs, guys?
I'm seeing Mickey 17 this weekend, I believe. I'm very eager to see Black Bag, but I haven't seen either of them yet. Oscar's already done, so
I want to see Mickey 17. I also need to see Captain America.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you need to see it?
No, you don't.
I have to combat the
unless you have an extreme affinity for cherry blossoms, you do not need to see it.
I mean, we're coming up on the time to see them in DC.
Oh my God!
Knicks are lucky to be there on the cherry blossom season.
That's a spin
from 3.
Hey,
yo, this is crazy.
So, Severance finale tomorrow, guys.
Hey,
offense.
I'm out.
The Knicks scored, but at what cost? It was another center field goal.
Reset. Getting smushed. With 3:37 left, they're down like 25.
The non-Karl Towns starters are 0 for 18.
Good.
3.5 minutes left in the half. It's making me wonder if they are just looking to set a record tonight for worse or something, like all 4 starters, 4 out of 5 starters finishing scoreless. That's got to be a record, right?
Wow. Mitchell Robinson's +2 in this game.
Back to the game.
They took him out very early and put in Achiuwa, and it really went super downhill after that. Let's see some Kolak. Wait, Chris, can you tell me who Anton Watson is? Because I think they made him up. I think he's a
PSYOP by the CIA.
Who is he? Where did he come from? Why is he on this team?
He was built in a factory.
He is a young lad who has an affinity for basketball. He came from the Maine Celtics. He went to Gonzaga. He actually was drafted 54th in his draft, but I have literally never heard of him in an NBA context. I think basically like the whole shtick with him and the reason that the Celtics drafted him was like to be like their Jayshawn Tate clone, for whatever that's worth to you. like small forward or center, depending on what kind of lineup you want to play. Nice.
Yeah, they had a second round pick. They needed to fill their two-way. They used up.
But they got rid of Toppin. They didn't have to.
No, they
Toppin
did.
had run out of NBA eligibility, Benjamin.
Correct. And the Celtics, I believe, had the same situation. So that's why there was a lot of musical chairs with the two-way salaries.
This is what I was trying to get. I didn't really know the cap or the
there was a deadline for when the Knicks or when every team could keep signing two-way players. So you're not going to see any more two-way contracts this year, which is why it's a real problem for a team like Dallas, because if they don't have enough players and they run out of guys, they can't just sign new players to two-way contracts to game the system. So
thank God they're under the first apron and everything after the Luka. Oh, wait, they traded Quentin Grimes for Caleb Martin because they can.
Well, again, a big reason this is not nice. This is not a defense of the Mavs.
All the way, kid. That's
man.
Really clean rep.
More
the starters still don't have a field goal?
Cat does, but other than that.
The non-Cat starters are now. Oh, that's not a shot attempt for Deuce because he got ripped on the way up, right? So they're still 0 for 18.
This is nuts. This is actually crazy.
It's just sad.
They're flying by the seat of their pants on a possessionly basis. Like, yeah, that'll go in. Yeah.
But the Mavs, just real quick to put a bow on it.
Yeah.
Not defending them moving Quentin Grimes for Martin, but they clearly, with Kyrie's upcoming salary, which now is another conversation, they would have probably surpassed, I think it was at least the first apron and getting close to the second apron. So I understand why they did what they did. I wouldn't have done that, but I get why they did.
God.
What the lineup out there is trying to achieve what exactly offensively? Like, is the goal pray that someone accidentally gets double teamed so that someone's open? Like, what are they doing? What's the thesis on offense tonight? I'm watching OG Anunoby probe the defense to get Cat a 18-foot Okay,
there it is. That's the first field goal.
1 of 19, 1 of 20. There are 4 A10 teams playing tonight, Andrew. You put on any of those. Dayton, Mason, St. Joseph's.
I was watching the Pit. I might go back to watching that.
Shout out Dex Henry.
Why?
He said Pit.
No, it's a TV show on Max.
Man, know your goddamn role, Jeremy. I mean, what the hell are we doing? We're talking.
I'm sorry
we're talking college basketball, and you said I was watching Pitt.
I said I was watching the Pit.
That's funny because I heard Jeremy is saying the Pit.
Thank you,
but it's a good call by you, Chris, that he could have been talking about Pitt.
Yeah. Well, if I were talking about Pitt, I would have said Pitt, but not the Pit.
I was watching the Duke.
Yeah, we may have to do this. We may have to do the second half in Trump.
Sean is here to save the day.
Oh, Sean, thank you, God.
It was.
Look what happened as soon as
Sean, stay here. Here we come.
Good luck, Sean.
It was 15-9. What happened?
Mamu Chiavelli happened.
Yeah.
The ghost of Mamu.
Mamu happened. The ghost of Mamu Future happened. And also the non-Towns starters, I believe, are now 1 of 20 or 1 of 19.
Oh, and Sean, they played Hart, Precious, Mitch minutes again. And by they, I mean Tibbs.
And it went great.
They did or he did?
Yes.
It actually went splendidly.
Oh, wow. That was
Here
a good shot.
Maybe I should leave again.
No, they were actually doing fine. It's the closest they've been in moments.
It was 15-9. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go. I was cooking. I'm going to clean up, make sure my son goes upstairs. And oh my goodness.
Oh my
God. Sean, you can go. It's fine. It's we got it.
No, I'm ready to cut up for the second half.
Cat Deadass just did the. If I don't look at him, he's not real.
There's 3
guarding his man.
Nice.
Cat genuinely just.
God,
if I don't look at Sohan, he's not real.
Okay, at the end of the half, the score is
A lot to a little.
yeah, it's actually 67-43 Spurs. That's our reset. Thanks for being with us in the first half. Sean, what do you got to say?
Go home.
If we lose this game, I'm blaming one person and one person only, and that is Matthew Frederick Katz for poo-pooing these two teams that we have in a back-to-back. It says there's no such thing as schedule losses against the Hornets and the Spurs. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I don't believe in jinxes. I do believe in, whatever.
I blame GMAC for organizing any sort of watch-along, watch party. Nobody should watch anything from Knicks Film School other than on their couches on their own, by themselves. We should be contained in separate rooms at all times.
Well,
It should be like designated survivor, but no one comes together at any point ever.
So
Just keep everyone separate.
KFS works best separate.
I am
Stronger separate.
someone who just pinned the Kevin Danishevsky message from 8:59 when he says, I'm calling that they get back in this game. Because for whatever reason, I may now agree. This is going to be an all-time Thibodeau halftime evisceration. And a lot of the yelling he does deserves to be in the mirror. But something tells me that, like, he's about to say whatever he needs to say where they get back into this game. I think if he is continuing to play Hart, Achua, Robinson with no regard for what that does for the other two guys on the court or all of those three guys together, is he considering Hart a shooter? Like the guy, like he should probably get him to shoot again. I mean, Jalen talks about it, and they're like, just shoot it. PJ was yelling at him to shoot it. Like, I guess that's my real question here: is what do you guys think about Hart not shooting when open? Is that like, is it just the yips at this point where he's overthinking it?
Yes, it's loss of confidence, and then when he does shoot, they aren't going in. And he's lost his confidence. In fact, his only 3 field goals today are threes, which is fascinating. And he's over 3. All right, I'm going to go eat something and maybe come back.
Okay, so your children can be young and hungry, but you're well fed. Got it.
No, I'm old and full, but I'm still eating because I'm fat.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Always getting full. Sean, trivia?
Yes. Yeah, sure. Do you have trivia lined up, or should I find some?
I had an idea that I didn't pursue, so if you want to go for it, I think you're probably better than me.
All right, I have some. You know what I know what I got. I know what I can do. Let me just look something up real quick. This is insane. So actually, why look this up? I'll say this. I just
You are under the water?
order. God damn it!
Oh no, you're back.
Okay, I bet Knicks money line, which is plus 630, and I bet Knicks money line because
That's a smart bet.
Because I was at the game Monday and I checked my phone and I saw that the Philadelphia 66ers, because they've lost 10, were up 23 points on the Rockets. And I said, I should bet Rockets money line, but it was only like plus 370. And I was like, I'm going to wait till this gets to like plus 400, plus 500, and then I'm going to make this bet. And I got sidetracked from making a bet because one Tracy Morgan decided to yak all over the Madison Square Garden floor. So it just was distracting me from everything. And then I looked down and they're down 10 in the fourth quarter. I'm like, fuck. And of course they won. I was like, I knew it. So I'm not going to have that. That's not going to happen again. All right. I have a trivia question. In the spirit of March Madness, Can you guess the top 10 colleges with the most players currently in the National Basketball Association?
Say that again.
You're going to name the top 10 schools with the most players currently in the NBA. So, for example, number 1, the first team, has 29 players currently in the NBA. Let me write this down.
My idea was to do NBA players who won both a national championship and an NBA championship, but the list is actually way longer than I would have thought.
That's pretty good. That's a good one. All right.
If the second half gets really nasty, I'll whip that one out, and we can do guys in the last 25 years.
All right. So Armand got the first 2 schools. Kentucky has 29 NBA players, and second is Duke with 24 NBA players.
Current players, huh?
Number 3, the number 3 team, the number 3 school currently has 14 NBA players.
Let's see.
Kansas, Gonzaga come to mind, but Gonzaga doesn't have that many right now.
All right. Just throw out schools, and I'll tell you.
Kansas.
All right. Kansas is number 7. With
I was going to
11
guess
players.
6.
So you got. Let me write this down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we have Kentucky's 1 and Duke is 2.
I'm going to say
Kansas
Memphis.
Second. Memphis is not in the top 10.
Is what, Precious and Duran, or did Precious not go to Memphis?
Hold on a
Am I
second.
making that up? No, Precious went to Memphis, didn't he?
Did he?
I know Duran did, right? Didn't he?
All right.
Yeah, Precious did go to Memphis. It was
Yeah.
5 years. It was COVID. That's why I don't remember.
Mm.
You know who's a good player? That's exactly what I was about to say, Armand. Arizona is probably a great answer.
Arizona is number 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
12 NBA players.
Baylor, or is that?
Give me Gonzaga, Sean. Give me Zaga.
All right. Jeremy said Baylor.
It's what,
Baylor is number 11.
I just missed. Okay.
Just missed 10 NBA players.
Give me the Zags.
And the Zags are number 6 with 11 NBA players, tied of Kansas. If you had told me 25 years ago that Kansas and Gonzaga have the same amount of players in the NBA, I would have told you to go to hell.
UCLA?
That's a great one.
UCLA is number 3.
Why didn't I think of that? That's a great one.
Kevin Love, Russell Westbrook.
14 NBA players. Kevin Love, Russell Westbrook,
Johnny
Drew Holiday.
Oh,
5, 8, 9, and 10.
There's a school with the same colors.
Oh,
roughly as
Armand said
UCLA.
Texas. Texas
That's
is
a good
number 10.
Jared
Wow,
Allen,
Jericho Sims.
Jericho Sims.
Jordan Poole, Isaiah Livers,
You're missing
Jet
5,
Howard.
8, and 9.
Oh,
Give me Michigan.
Michigan is number 9, 10 NBA players.
okay.
Franz, right?
The Wagners.
I'm going to assume that I know they've got at least 3, but I don't know who else they have. Washington?
Washington is not listed here.
Not a big enough program.
Well, because it's McDaniels, it's Beef Stew, and it's Fultz. Anyone else that I'm missing? Maybe not.
For Washington, Markelle Fultz.
Yeah. Fultz is on the Kings now.
Yeah.
No, Nova has 4, Knicks. They do?
Yeah.
3. They have 3.
You have 3 Knicks.
And Dante.
Nova is not on the list because literally you could probably name all the players for Villanova.
I was gonna
right
say
now.
that's all of them.
It's
I'm
literally
trying to think of
3 in the Knicks,
schools.
3 in the
UConn?
Knicks.
Do we
No.
miss
UConn not listed. You're good
Yeah.
for them. Fuck UConn.
Oh,
No. Wow. I mean, I'd say that too if my team were Syracuse, but
Jeremy gets it.
yeah, I get it. I mean, you know what else I get is the 2 national championships over the last 2 years, Sean. But
You didn't go to UConn. Shut up.
my grandfather taught at UConn and my dad grew up in Stores, so I'm pretty UConn. What can I tell you?
Wow.
Actually, the 3 Knicks, Dante Lowry. And then this Cam Whitmore. That's 6. So Nova has 6. Nova has at least 6.
No, I forgot about
Ryan
Whitmore.
Arcidiacono not listed.
No.
I'm trying to think of schools that have had like a total talent dump, like where one team had 1 million guys drafted.
Right.
There's Kentucky's obvious.
You're missing 5 and 8.
Whoa. Walsh.
Oh,
Walsh,
Arkansas.
Smith Jr., Moody.
Arkansas.
Give me the Razorbacks.
Arkansas, number 5.
Nice.
Bang!
Good job.
I thought that one was going to give you guys the most trouble.
No, Fordham played them when they had Anthony Black, Nick Smith Jr., Jordan Walsh, all those guys.
All right, you're missing number 8. This team also, along with Arkansas, Gonzaga, and Kansas, has 11 current NBA players.
Yikes.
Let me know when you want hints.
Can you mention the ones that
Yes.
have been named?
Number 1, Kentucky. 2 is Duke. 3, UCLA. 4, Arizona. 5, Arkansas. 6, Gonzaga. 7, Kansas. 9, Michigan. 10, Texas. And 11 is Baylor. This article I'm looking at doesn't list any teams past 11.
Can you, Chris, do we want a hint or no?
I don't want it to be a significant one because if
Okay.
there's 11 players, we can definitely get it. We're
how many-
probably not thinking old enough. We have to think older play, like the way you got UCLA with like Russ and Love and it, like Drew.
Lonzo too. Yep.
Yeah. So who got drafted around Russ? Because that's LeBron's the exception. Like that's where most of the vets are from right now. Is that like 2010 draft?
Also high school.
You Florida, Sean?
Nope.
LSU.
Nope.
That's a good one though.
Simmons. Eason, right? Didn't Tari Eason go?
Yes.
Someone else went to LSU, I thought, but not good enough.
Armand says Marquette.
No.
No, but it's a good guess.
I will look up how many. You said LSU. LSU currently has
2, probably, right?
3.
Eason
Tari
and
Eason,
And Simmons.
Skylar Mays. See, some of these
Those guys.
Nas Reed, Benjamin Simmons.
That's right. And Nas
I
ridiculous.
went against my own logic and tried to think of recent teams with several players drafted, and I think I may have figured it out in the single funniest way possible. Is Bronny James's alma mater on this list?
Bronny James' alma mater is number 8.
Yek, Vooch, DeMar,
God, Vooch went to USC.
Collier, and Bronny.
Mobley.
Both.
Oh my God!
Are we counting both Mobleys? Is the second?
No,
his brother?
He's
the other
G League
Mobley?
only though, right?
The
question
is his brother a
is-
two-way, or am I making that up?
In the spirit of March Madness, which 10 colleges have the most active NBA players?
Isaiah Mobley did go to USC, and
Yeah.
he is technically he's not in the league this year because
Oh,
but he's not, he might be in a 2-way, so
Yeah.
he has no
No,
stats
he-
from
he
Basketball Reference.
Collier, DeRozan, Mobley, Bronny, KPJ, Vooch, Yek. Oh my God. Taj was
Taj.
USC.
Yep.
So that's 8. Did because I remember us talking to Kev Words about this with Bronny. Did Melton go to USC?
Yeah.
What schools
Ah.
haven't been mentioned yet?
No, we got them all.
We got
them all.
Oh,
But if you want to keep playing, we can keep playing.
okay.
All
What
right,
was it? So it was the top 10?
So it was the top 10. So it's the top
Okay.
10 are unless you want. All right, who do you think is number 1?
Duke.
They're number 2.
The other one.
UNC? Oh, Kentucky. Kentucky.
no.
Oh, yeah, Kentucky.
Yes, Kentucky.
UCLA,
They're number 3.
Arizona.
Number 4.
Well done.
This is my team. Gonzaga.
Gonzaga's number 6.
On there?
Who?
You're underwater.
You're underwater.
Texas.
Texas is number 10.
Okay.
Isn't it a tie for 10 though, Sean?
No, there's a 4-way tie for 11. So, 4 schools have 11 players.
Oh, damn. All right,
Baylor's
second half
one.
starting. Little reset for us. Second half, 67-43. Spurs ahead.
Baylor's
And
11, by the
good
way.
start.
Spurs stays that way as Deuce McBride airballs at 3. Thanks for hanging out with us. To the people in the chat, we hope the cosmic basketball powers that be, like Kevin said, make it a game. What is this? Semi-pro? Oh, okay.
Jesus.
I question the gravity in San Antonio, Nemo says.
No. Being pulled by all those big old women.
Hey, yo, I was almost there early. Like earlier, one of you guys said something that was like almost a perfect lob, and I was like, no, I gotta wait. I gotta wait for it to be perfect. That was it.
Yeah. Thank you. Just pulling out the Charles Barkley card.
That was it.
Be okay.
Oh, good. Everyone's dead.
Be okay.
Tibbs like,
Oh.
all right, let's.
He's holding his
the
face.
precious
He
in
just
there.
got elbowed in the face. He's fine.
Oh, yeah, right in the face.
Ouch.
All right.
In the face. In the face.
Steph Castle's mom is like a local dentist or something. A little referral.
That is factually correct. I think the Knicks lead the league in fouling players with their face.
Knock this down, Deuce. Hey!
Hey!
All right, 22.
Castle's wide open in the corner.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Here comes the run.
Da, 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 da.
Well done, Chris. Okay. There you go. Ah, Deuce.
Were you about to say the corner, Andrew?
I was just that could have been 2 points. We could have been down 20. That's all.
I was gonna say he had Mikhail in the corner.
In the corner. Yeah.
That's a really crazy finish by Steph Castle. And I know it doesn't like he didn't contort his body on the screen or whatever. You got to think about look at the contest here from Bridges and Anunoby. They Klondike bar sandwich him and he still just muscles through. Dude. That was Chris Paul. That was Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats. You've overtaken Kyle Lowry as the savviest, most annoying small guard in the NBA.
Right here.
Ugh.
These Josh cuts where he like LA mom power walks behind whoever has the ball is like an attempt at the concepts of a cut. Really don't help the spacing much, if at all.
The fun part about this comeback is they're gonna make it a game, they're gonna lose, and then they have to go to Charlotte tomorrow. That's gonna be the fun part.
Yeah, Sean, you've been on that Charlotte game as like a potential schedule loss for a while, and I should have hounded down that train of thought and realized that the same things would apply to this game with them traveling from home to come right here.
Yeah, Charlotte's the get right game at this point.
I will tell you, like I told Mr. Kevin Danishevsky, because a lot of people were like, oh, Charlotte is this, then, and third. I'm like, lest we forget, we beat Charlotte without LaMelo Ball, and he should not be named by 1 fucking point.
Oh, Black Friday.
On Black Friday.
Yeah.
With Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
So I don't want to name any names, but someone in the chat criticized my pick of the Knicks going 2-2 when John took 3-1. And again, I don't want to call him out, but Kevin, that's why I did it.
He said in the chat, me. You can say
I was willing to have you be anonymous there, buddy, but
Oh, Kevin.
told they were favored in all 4 games, and how could I possibly pick against 4-0? Well,
I mean, look,
I don't want to take a victory lap. I would rather the Knicks win this game.
Then the watch party will do the rest for you. So.
Yeah.
Dude, like,
Go get a cat. There you go. Weight room.
Knicks could still come back.
I think it's very feasible. It takes some deflated shooting from the Spurs, obviously, so it's like a parlay of variables here, but
there we go.
yeah.
There we go.
There you go, Josh.
I'm
Get the
out.
ball in the goddamn paint, and good things happen.
New York basketball did what's the record in the next 5? And I said I would gladly take 3-2. And the way I was excoriated by people, I'm like, this is before Golden State.
Why do you hate the Knicks, Sean?
It's like, I was like, what do you mean? Why is it not 4-1? I was like, well, Golden State's the 5th game of a 5-game road trip, so you can chalk that up. And then, like, they're gonna go San Francisco, New York, San Antonio, Charlotte in 5 days. I'd gladly take 3-2.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Hennessy is winning your poll, Sean.
What poll?
Sean put a poll in the chat. What should he mix his eggnog with for the 4th quarter? 2 votes, whiskey. 5 votes, rum. 1 was me. 9 votes for Henny.
Where is this poll? And that poll is literally from like December.
Well, it's still live in our chat.
I've never ended it.
All right, keep voting. Time to keep voting.
I was gonna say, you want me to end the vote, or should we get to the polls?
Which game was that for?
I'm assuming it's the Toronto game because you and Mensa got a little sauced. I remember it's that night and I forget what night it was. The Cavs game last year when Brunson got hurt.
The Cavs game, we were lit.
You, Mensa, and XJ just taking shots every quarter. Like you took more shots than like Deuce played minutes that night.
Men have hobbies anymore. We can't have drinks.
To be fair, I thought our point guard like tore
we
his
all
ACL.
did. We all did. I jumped out in the first quarter. It's like, this is now a therapy session, and then I left because I had to go be part of my own
Knicks therapy.
Session. Yeah, Knicks therapy. Jeremy, how's the new place?
It's nice, thank you. Still settling in a little bit, but it's great to have my own space.
Nice.
So,
Congrats.
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, no more roommate life.
Nah.
Nope.
You're a man now, dog.
Bills to pay.
Yeah. And they're only your bill.
Yep. I turn lights off where I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Frank, what are we doing?
Oh, Frank.
We got to bring Shane back, folks.
Frank. Katie for Towns, please basketball.
that gets a ice for me.
Patreon.
Call me Tom Tibbs.
Town Hall next Thursday, by the way, Frank. And I guess like Kevin.
Armand, he left under the guise of a potential return, so we'll see. For everyone that was sitting at the very edge of their seat, waiting patiently for an update, Kevin McCullough finished with 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Triple-double for the love child of Quentin Grimes and Josh Hart. He shot 3 of 4 from 3, 7 of 11 from the floor. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I want to go to that. I want to go to a W Knicks playoff game.
Oh, yeah, that sounds awesome.
Are they making the playoffs?
Yeah. The only reason I know is because MSG emailed me like, hey, do you want to buy Westchester Knicks playoff tickets before they go and sell to the general public? And I was like, no, but Maybe I'm sure there'll be plenty of tickets available the day of the game.
Hey, Sean, do you want to spend $40? What if instead you spent $35?
Oh man. Only down 25.
I tweeted that the Knicks offense has been abysmal, so they came out of the break playing the Hart, Achua, Robinson front court because whatever. Just got a reply. If only they had a pure point guard on the bench. Yep. playing Tyler Kolek is definitely going to change the fact that Josh Hart, Precious Achua, and Mitchell Robinson were all on the court at the same time in the lineup on purpose. Good stuff.
Here comes the comeback too.
Oh, Kevin called it. He said way earlier.
Yeah, no. Shout out to Kevin.
So
We have a third time he was right.
I haven't done it yet.
I'm just saying, if he comes back, he can
sure
add this to the belt. Yeah,
Mr. President.
Yeah.
A third opinion has hit the win column for Kevin.
Oh, God. Hey, there you go, Cat.
He's not a second best player on a contender, but it's pretty good.
Now Cat has to do this right in Frank's face.
Frank, I'm just gonna remind you that Kevin Durant was born on the 13th day of the 1988 Summer Olympics.
Yeah, Frank, I'm a month older than KD, and I'm old as hell. Like I'm not trying to trade Cat for KD at this point. It actually bothers me when people talk about Kevin Durant's age because they're like, "Yeah, but look how old he is." Like, yeah, I know, I'm a month older.
Yeah, it's like.
When did I become? I have to look up. When did I become older than every NBA player?
Probably
Are you older than LeBron?
Udonis has them
easily.
82.
Oh, sorry.
It's probably the Robinson #1 overall draft, Sean.
To find out who, what I need to do. Who's the last player to retire born in 1981?
There you go. All right,
21,
folks.
11-point game.
Next 2 years, KD has a much higher ceiling. Oh, next 2 years with KD has a much higher ceiling than with Cat. For who?
KD's going to do it at the bench?
The Hospital of Special Surgery? Like, what are we doing? Like,
next time out, I got a stat of the day.
Stat of the day.
Stat of the day.
It is the stat. All right, but single digits.
I was gonna say, don't say it. But
okay.
Oh, we got an 8-point game, fellas. Benji, stay home.
Yo, remember when I said Knicks money line plus 630 if I were betting?
John took it.
Well done.
Just Sean. Benji's not allowed back.
So GMAC, I don't know if did you hear me when I joined and I was like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, yes. You were watching it at 15-9 and then did things and then came back and they were down by 100. Yeah.
All right. Stat of the day. Here's the stat of the day.
The short version.
All right. I'm going to read some numbers. 32, 55, 47, 75, 56.
What is that?
Those numbers are games played from Mr. Kevin Wayne Durant the last 5 seasons. And last I checked, he's not getting any younger. And he was born during the 1988 Seoul Olympics.
Great.
So let's just trade for LeBron while we're at it. He might be available. Put it to you like that. Oh, by the way, Nico Harrison will never see heaven. The Lakers were fucking finished. They were done. They like where the Heat are now. That's where the Lakers were going. And Nico Harrison was like, "Here, you'll never see heaven."
Chris, mock draft on game theory tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun. This is a pretty interesting class with regard to what the hell happens after pick 2. Because
Hey, let me stop you. I don't know who they drafted. I'm just letting you know there's a mock draft.
no,
on
I
Game
know.
Theory
I was
tonight.
I was
I have nothing to contribute to the conversation of who goes after pick 2. Is all I'm saying.
I thought so, not assume that you didn't know. You get my
Okay.
point. And I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, the options are very interesting after 2. Not because I'm not saying they're terrible. It's more
Mhm.
like everyone has like a super fatal flaw, and you kind of have to pick who you think you can coach up.
So who's your number 3 right now?
Right now, I'm
Mhm.
tempted to say VJ Edgecombe.
Edgecombe. Okay.
But a lot of people would say Ace Bailey.
Oh, so you have Harper too.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
I didn't know if Bailey was 2 and Harper was.
Harper, if I had to give you one sentence summaries of my thoughts, very early thoughts on both of them, Harper could lead the league in scoring one day. Bailey, the ceiling is, what if Michael Porter Jr. was actually decent on defense?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just like
Yikes.
different calibers of prospect.
Got it.
But yeah, no, super interesting class this year. I'm not endeared to it the way I was last year's. I loved last year's because everyone hated it. So it was really easy to root for. Okay. That was fruitful. Oh. Everyone's pooping their pants.
That's Deuce.
Deuce was like too open.
Armand, if we see Precious the rest of this game, I will be genuinely shocked.
I don't think Precious is playing the rest of the game.
Never say never.
I will say never. I won't.
I
just said it.
I just don't.
Just said it.
He's had moments, Tibbs, where it's like I'm just playing him in the first half. How he deploys him is more my issue, but
That's off Spurs. Yep.
there you go. Next ball.
Woohoo.
All right, get this back down to 8.
Yes, I did. We
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh,
Oh.
nothing. Okay.
that was silly. That's gonna
Oh,
go.
beautiful.
Really? That falls? All right. This fake comeback was Kevin's fault. Oh my god.
Oh, Sohan is not up. He is now. He'll come into the frame any second. He's fine. Yep. There was no way that was going in. Yeah.
No.
Find him.
Set this. Come on, set this. That's seen better screens, but whatever.
Go up with that. Oh, that's a good shot.
Ugh,
Mm.
that's
Nice,
good.
Josh.
All right,
Oh,
we'll make
these-
that. Oh,
Oh,
all right.
Mikhail, one more.
Wow.
That one falls,
Foul.
but it's a foul.
Loose ball foul.
Knicks ball. Whoever just hit Cat.
I just threw $25 on Pistons money line. They're down 3 to the Heat in the fourth quarter.
Miami Heat, 10-point first quarter lead. It's gonna happen again, Sean.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like how great that pregame pod was for the game that happened. That was maybe
Literally wrote the script, Chris.
I was gonna say that might be the best pregame pod ever, just by nature of you literally sat down with the guy who covers the other team, and we're like, so if you had to guess how this was gonna go,
this is how it'll go, and yeah.
Kevin, so you're suggesting the Knicks are without Cat and Mitchell Robinson tomorrow? I'm not so sure about that. I feel like that's a lot of precious Achua minutes.
Like Kev, I might agree with you if they're healthy and they've
get a rebound
opportunity to develop Huckporty. I can't see both sitting.
I mean, Huckporty being out, Cat's gonna play. I mean,
there's your Tyler Kolek minute.
Oh,
come on, Mikal.
Pocket.
Oh, I'm pretty surprised no foul, honestly.
He'll make that.
Yep. He's a Champagne. Of course he will.
Mm-hmm. Well, the fake comeback was nice.
Something tells me they've got one more in them. Get it within like 6 to 7, and then it'll get to the point, Jeremy, where if you like, they'll win the second half outright by like a good amount, and just they went down so much in the first half. I mean, it's literally the same start as the Miami game, except there was no 15-0 Cat run that reminded everyone that maybe it was actually worth trying. So
36% shooting from the field, 28% from three.
Oh, this guy Benji's live tweeting the game now. Get him off this. I can't even. We can't see Sean because he's not on. Because Benji's on the. He can rejoin the stage if he wants. Get him off the stage. Guy said he was coming back. He's live tweeting the game.
I will actually be right back. I have to take out the garbage. I promise to return.
Well, it was nice talking to you tonight, Sean.
I was gonna say I've fallen for this before. Yeah. I got my cookies.
There's a saying in Texas.
No fucking milk.
Saying in Tennessee. I think it's Texas too. Fool me once.
Shame on you.
Fool me twice.
Won't fool me again. That old guy's sweater was sick. Anyone see that? Nope. All right.
I did not. I missed it.
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, no. It's all good. I'll make a peanut butter jelly and then drop the toaster in my bathtub after. Don't worry.
Why are you making toasted peanut butter and jelly?
Ask RJ Barrett. Him and his olive oil and his.
Wait, where did Sean go?
Take out
the garbage.
Oh, okay.
I should have said he went to get milk.
Juice, okay.
Oh, good.
Oh, did he get hit in the
penis? He got hit in the penis. We're adults. We can say it.
Chris Whittingham over here.
Who?
Guy on the Levitard show that said
the
organs, and then said it during like a national, international soccer broadcast. Yeah.
Oh, look at the book ones.
Is that what those shoes are?
Yeah, they've grown on me.
Is Mitch wearing the same ones?
It looks like maybe.
We'll have to get one of these like walking to the bench angles, but Mitch's shoes looked like Kyrie's to me. No, yeah, that's the same shoe.
Oof. Just out working.
I will say, I hate to be this guy. You know, like there's like the meme and it's like most objective award or whatever. The Bismack Biyombo story is really good. Like that's
which
like
one?
back in the league at
Sure.
what like no. He's like important for this team. This is pretty cool to me to see Bismack out there. Like you got to understand, that's like one of the first big men I ever watched in the NBA was Bismack on the Bobcats, dude. Like
Terrifying. But I understand your age. Return of Bismack.
Armand, this team is
Return.
getting Bismacked. Well done. Bravo. 10-0 run.
There
Okay.
have been so many Spurs runs. It's at least 3.
That's like which game was it? It was the Warriors game, I think, or the Warriors. There were like 3 different 2.5 minute scoreless stretches for the Knicks.
Hot take. Maybe Deuce McBride should be hitting the penis more often. He might hit more threes. It's working. Facts don't lie.
The ball. He's timing.
Oh, he's still hurt. Deuce is still hurting.
Yeah.
That was a shot. Thank you, Frank.
That's a tough look. Forced himself into that a little early. This Spurs team like should be so dead. Like their 2 best players and their head coach are just not part of the team right now.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't matter to them.
Nice.
No, I was gonna say before he shot it, I actually love that from Landry. Like, yeah, no one's scoring. Just take the ball and go get a damn bucket. Corner. Oh, bad spacing. Blake.
Oh, nice.
It's Wesley's fault.
Frank, I'll worry about off-season stuff in the off-season. I promise you.
I didn't know we were doing retroactive cap or no cap. What is it? Frank wants you to do the 2016 offseason or 19?
Yeah. The Warriors do have cap space, so you got to watch out for them. But I think he stays with the Thunder.
Yes, Kevin. Great point. Josh Hart got at Mitch and was it OG?
Offensive foul.
Mikhail for jogging back on defense. Josh like let them know that was not cool. And then, like Kevin said, right after that, came out and made some nice plays. Way to back up the talk.
We're still losing, Sean.
Oh, he's back.
I'm back for more cash. Come on. Some set of screen. Anyone? There we go. Cash. There we go.
Nice. That's an existent offense. Visible process.
Oh.
All
right. Down 11. That looked like a travel. There we go. Yep. Up his chest. That was the end of the quarter. All right.
Sean, you missed a pivotal moment. Are you familiar with the moment that happened?
No. What was the pivotal moment?
Pivotal moment, as these fine folks know, is that Deuce McBride, before hitting some key shots and getting a steal, was kneed in the penis. And the suggestion was that perhaps more shots to that area might stimulate or even arouse more offense.
All right.
All right.
My goodness.
Wasn't that hard.
Robert Cross.
Oh!
Jeez, Jeremy. Robert Cross with a super chat. This super chat is for myself. I missed the first half. The second half is because of my presence. You're welcome. Thank you, Robert.
Fair enough.
So it's not Kevin. It's Robert.
I feel like there's a joint energy there. That is the misspelling of all time. Jesus, Armand.
We've talked offline what being a
Jeez,
fan of
Armand.
Bill Pito is.
That is diabolical. Oh my lord. That is sinister. Oh,
Armand, you gotta chill, man. You can't. All right.
that's friend of the pod. I mutter under my breath.
All right. Score reset. 83-72. It's close. They can do it.
They can do it.
It's almost scary because they really can. Like, unironically, it's very within reach, and the team they're playing should probably be running out of gas any moment. But
It should. But they're not. So I think, looks like offensive foul. Precious is not going to play anymore this game
Yeah,
for the
I didn't
best.
think he would.
Worst
It
case
really seems like he's just like a first half breather for,
innings eater.
and you just have to survive those minutes because it's gonna be put in the worst optimized lineup possible. If you want to play him, fine. Just don't fucking play him with Josh Hart. Anyway,
Shot.
Need that. Ugh.
Landry.
Landry, you have
Bad foul.
really
Oh,
Oh, Ed
Malloy.
Malloy.
So is this Malloy and Goebel?
I think so. Fighting a bunch of forces tonight, Jeremy.
Oh, wait.
Yikes.
I don't care what anyone says. I hope they do the ref cards again for the playoffs. I thought that was so funny.
I appreciate the pettiness.
Who's the
Then
best referee in the NBA? I have a.
we wouldn't know.
We wouldn't know their name.
They're like offensive linemen. Like they only get called out if they were really bad.
Which is why. So because I pay attention to, there's a guy on Twitter that during the playoffs would tweet out, like retweet the ref assignments, and I would pay attention to them, and I started to realize like who are the good ones, who are the bad ones. Because to your point,
How could you?
Oh my
the
goodness.
Mamu pump fake again.
Again. Oh yeah, Bill Kennedy is fun.
Bill
And-
Kennedy's yes, he's
Oh Jesus, Josh.
okay. This is just all right. And one.
Yep.
Where were you when Sandro Mamushkavelli took a majority control of MSG Corp?
I'd say Bill Kennedy and Gucci Mane are probably the two funniest ones.
Gucci Man is
ref.
funny, and I think Gucci Man's actually is pretty good ref.
What's his real name? James Williams.
James Williams.
Scott Foster does have a good sense of humor. He's just a prick.
Yes,
He's funny. He is a funny guy.
I
He's
think
just
the best ref
crooked.
in the NBA is Zach Zarba. Because I can't remember any bullshit ever involving Zach Zarba in the NBA.
So Zarba is the guy I was gonna shout out. I know someone that knows him and says like, great dude and blah 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 and whatever. But I honestly can remember 2 instances of Zarba calls like negatively affecting the Knicks in recent years. The one was a Heat game.
Nice pitch.
Oh, Mitch free throws incoming.
All right.
Zarba's from Brooklyn, by the way.
Oh,
Mhm.
Born the day after my birthday. Went to New Paltz.
Jeremy, remind me. I have a question for you on the commercial.
Okie dokie.
Mitch.
He's been working on those free throws.
Alrighty, one more, please.
He has been making a good deal of them since returning.
I mean, he'll miss this one, probably, but
Yeah, he'll miss this one.
Yeah, he's 100% gonna miss this one.
He usually misses the first, makes the second.
Oh,
Yep.
I needed that cat.
Saved it to the other team. Thursday
Yeah,
is next Thursday is the town
Next
hall?
Thursday, busy.
Ooh,
Ah,
and off
same
your
team.
face. Another
Shot.
no way. All right, that
That's
might be
unlucky.
game.
That might be
That's
game.
unlucky.
Steph is really good at those. And like for some reason he's not some great 3-point shooter, but when he's shooting from like 32 out, he like locks the hell in and makes a good deal of them.
Who?
Steph Castle.
Ah,
Oh yeah,
I-
yeah. See, because this
Yeah.
is like saying, "Oh, Melo" about LaMelo Ball.
I mean,
yeah. Thank you.
No,
I heard
okay.
Steph. I was like, is Steph Curry playing?
there's two there. So there's, I agree. If I saw you on the street and I was like, oh, I was just, I went crazy with Melo earlier in 2K, that means Carmelo. If we're watching Hornets Pistons on a Tuesday on League Pass, I'm obviously referring to the guy in the game.
Disparity, though. If you're talking about LaMelo out of context as well, you're not going to say, "Oh yeah, Melo." You're going to say LaMelo. Just saying.
I can't relate to that. I definitely call him Melo in conversation.
Two straight rookies of the year and didn't do jack. God bless Minnesota.
I love that Glenn Taylor said to Andrew Wiggins, "I'm going to give you a max, but you need to promise me you'll work harder." And Andrew Wiggins said, "Okay," and then he just didn't.
Great defense, Mitch. Never mind. Thought he played that well until he didn't. Castle's really interesting to me because like he can kind of create for himself and others, but it's all like strength based right now. And so most of his points come like just savvy off ball movement, knows when to cut, knows when to, flash a corner and get open or whatever. But, tonight they have no creators out there. They have Chris Paul. But he's not on the floor right now. And
Ooh, nice, Mitch.
there you go.
Nice.
Nice. All right. I love that shot. You're down, what, 16?
Hold.
It's a
How did
downside.
you get held down?
Here we go. All right. If you're gonna make a run, you gotta do it now.
That was probably a foul on Cat. He contested that in the worst way possible. Very lucky they didn't call that. There's the
And could you imagine this lineup, but instead of campaign, it's Jalen Brunson? Pretty nice.
Hashtag the lineup.
Yeah.
Oh no, technically the lineup.
Well,
is-
Shamit wouldn't be there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably be Deuce.
hashtag the lineup was, I was gonna say Deuce instead of Hart.
Yeah. It's
But
literally the lineup they should be starting at this point.
now with Mitch
Oh,
back,
good
the
follow.
lineup.
There you go,
has been-
Mitch.
11 points. Good job, big fella.
Okay, more trivia, Armand.
If it gets bad, I have some lined up.
You do? I'll
Player
take it.
players since 2000 that have won both NCAA and NBA championships.
Mario
hold on.
Chalmers.
I mean, that's
Rio.
that is one.
He is one of them.
Is this active or not, Chris?
Oh no. As just everyone.
Everyone? How many are
25
there?
years? Nice, OG.
There you go. G. How
1,
many
2,
are there?
3,
Oh, they're
4,
not-
5,
So,
6, 7,
Drafted
8,
this century or played this century?
There are 14. They have to have won the college championship in
Okay.
2000 or later.
Okay.
Okay.
There are
Shane,
15?
how many? There's 15, and we've said
right.
Mario Chalmers already.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is
Yes.
one.
Davis, Chalmers.
Shane Battier.
Yes, that's
Who's
3.
your daddy, Batty? Carmelo Anthony. Oh, wait a minute.
All right, man. Can you be
What's
fucking
that about?
Be fucking cool, dude.
Self burn.
What's your deal today?
Yeah,
What's the matter with you?
it's very much a
What
self.
the hell's the matter with you?
I'm trying to think if anyone from the Yukon teams would have won. Probably not. Okay.
Armand, the question is: there's like 100 people that have won
Oh,
NCAA titles and the MVP. No, and the NBA title this century. There's 15, Chris. We've said 3.
15.
Okay, and we said AD, we said Shane Battier, and we said
Chalmers.
and Mario Chalmers. Not that even Chenzo was said in
Yes.
the chat. I'm gonna hide the
That-
chat now.
That's one.
That's probably another guy.
Oh yeah, Armand said no. You said you wanted to ask Jeremy a question during commercial.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what 2 guards are available for the MLE, the taxpayer mid level?
Not many.
Not many. There's
I
no
mean-
2 guard that if say they keep Tibbs and they could then go get a 2 guard.
I mean, are you considering Gary Trent as an example?
I guess that's like that's the
Right.
pool you're picking from.
Ty Jerome's probably going to make too much.
Yeah,
Definitely.
after this year.
Angelo Russell on the minimum.
No.
No, pass.
I have to look at the list again.
Okay, that's
There's
all.
not-
I'm very much like, okay, fine, you won't play Deuce. So if you're sticking around,
I
we
don't
need
think
a 2 guard that you'll play over Josh Hart.
I would
We can actually
suspect
see a 5-out offense. Next year.
I would suspect they won't find that player with the TMLE.
Okay.
Al Horford.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
good one. Yeah. So that's
Yes.
5. I gotta think who won the national title. Like that's what's jamming me up more than anything.
Full disclosure, I'm looking at the teams that have won the national title.
I think I might have to go do that too.
And-
Just
Is that
pull up
cheating
the-
though?
No, it's not.
No,
It's
because
just
I
if
have
you-
no idea who won the. Like,
Yeah, I was
that's
like- I looked at Florida, and as soon as I saw Florida, I was like, "Oh,
Sure,
Tito,
sure.
Tito."
Yes, but you're also missing one from Florida. That'll be a hint I give.
Oh, wait. Well,
Well,
okay.
it's not
that's-
Joakim.
That's starting 5. with
Chandler
Noah,
Parsons didn't win.
not Corey Brewer.
No, it was
No,
Corey
is it
Brewer.
Corey?
Yeah.
It's Corey Brewer.
Mavs
It
2011.
is. Corey.
Oh, okay.
And Brewer won most outstanding player.
Yes, he did.
I think in 07, was it? The second year? Or was it the first year? I was 4, I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yes. In the
Brown.
chat.
Who was on that? I'll look at the chat now.
All right. If you guys are looking at the list of teams to have won, then I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah,
Chat-
I have to because
The chat is 2 for
don't
3.
know anything.
Murray. Wait, Murray didn't win the title.
No, he
Murray,
didn't.
Ooh,
No,
what a
the
great
chat's-
game
did
plan.
not.
The chat's
Good
2 for
Mitch.
3. Dante and Brown.
Because there's so many people in Kentucky that were like 6 men, and then like
Campaign just had to fight every urge in his body to not shoot that first 3. There you go.
You got the second one.
let it fly.
Very good, Frank.
It's amazing how many
Ooh.
big programs have won.
Good one, Danny Green.
Danny Green.
Danny Green's a good one. Okay.
UNC.
Marvin Williams.
Oh.
And
No.
All right. Quick question about the game. Who is this guy?
Who? Mamushka
Number
Valley?
54. Like,
Do you remember Miles Powell? Like,
Yes.
Seton Hall. He was
Okay.
his big man.
there you go, G.
Mamu was Miles's big man at Seton Hall.
What was he now?
Bucks got him, I think, in the late second or undrafted out of the
Yeah.
draft, and then now he's.
What was
floating-
that Adam Sandler movie where he's like a basketball coach, a trainer?
Hustle, but that was Juancho Hernan Gomez. as
Right,
Bo
but
Cruz.
he's playing like that dude, Bo Cruz, or whatever his name
Yeah.
is.
No.
No, oh my God! Speak of the devil.
Oh.
This is like what the. This is that movie. What is this?
No, he's tweaking.
Incredible game.
This is insane. I don't remember him missing.
Career 34% 3-point shooter.
Mhm.
Shooting 39% this
I
year.
asked about this on the pre. Who's the guy that's gonna pop up off the bench that we've never heard of that's gonna kill the Knicks? He got 24 points tonight.
Mama
Again, Andrew, I've heard of him. I was hanging out with him in Vegas. He's a cool
Oh,
guy.
this is that guy. This
Yes.
is that guy.
Yes.
Oh, so it's your fault.
It's my fault. You're right.
His season high before tonight was 15, which he did back in October. In the preseason. Never mind.
I literally never heard of this dude before.
I'm like legit mad at him.
Real ones know.
Chris, if you're gonna type, don't do it into the microphone. Okay.
Good call.
Thank you.
I gotta hit them both. Yeah, he's the pride of Georgia. Great,
Oh my God.
great Georgian restaurant for those in the New York City area. Chama Mama, delicious. Fantastic food. They give you like the, those boats, the bread boats with the khachapuri. You know about this?
My God. Oh my God.
Yes, but
He's
also
Hartenstein too, apparently.
It's nice with the rock.
Born in New York City.
Brooklyn, right? G
And one.
It just says born in New York City and grew up in the Republic of Georgia.
Tbilisi.
Yep.
Mm.
Moved to Italy when he was 14.
Buongiorno.
He moved to Italy at 14 and then went to Montverde for high school after that.
Yep. Played
This guy's been all over.
Played next to some guy named Rowan Alexander Barrett Jr.
Never heard of him.
Oh.
The Spurs coach looks so much like Nick Kroll.
I don't know. I don't see it that closely. I mean, like they don't look not alike.
Okay, I'll take it. Look at Landry, man,
Pride of the Upper West Side.
fighting for his life out there. Look at PJ. PJ was damn near on the court.
Ooh. Sandra's everywhere.
Oh, Mitch, be okay.
He's
All right,
fine.
it's okay. And of course, 54 gets it.
Say his name.
I
Mamu.
would have a Bill.
Kelashvili.
I would have a Bill Simmons mispronunciation moment, so I'm just gonna call him 54.
Mamu
It's
Kelashvili.
Bo Cruz, as far as I'm concerned.
Good one, Chris.
Mamu Kelashvili.
Mamu, that's his.
Yeah, Mamu. There you go.
I'm gonna figure out how to pronounce the name properly. Do you remember that Lithuanian dude that used to play for the Pacers, Yashikevicic?
What?
There was a Lithuanian dude that played for the Pacers. His name was Sarunas Yashikevicic. And I couldn't pronounce the name, but I was like, I'm gonna figure this out. And I'm gonna find this guy. I say that to say I take pride in there we go.
Ooh! There you go, Carl. All right.
So to help
Fine.
you with the pronunciation, as the Basketball Reference would do it a little bit more phonetically, Mamu Kelashvili.
Mamu
Yes.
Kelashvili.
Mamu Kavashvili.
Nope.
All right, I tried, and now I look ridiculous.
Come on, get her.
Mamu Kelashvili.
Isn't that Porzingis' brother? That's Giannis.
That's Giannis.
Giannis, yeah.
Okay.
Fake ass
Giannis
Giannis.
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis.
Porzingis. Is
That-
Porzingis back?
It was
Is he
no,
healthy?
he's
There we
Oh,
go.
nice.
Someone tweeted the other day, they're like, it's awesome that Kristaps Porzingis has been out for months with some mystery illness, but he just continues to be around the team like at all times with no
Not a
mask or
contagious
anything.
illness. Yeah.
Probably mono.
Oof, let me tell you, that's not a fun one.
You just cooked him. You just cooked campaign. Poor guy.
9/11.
Did you say? Oh, you said
I misheard
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I heard
no.
9/11 too.
I also-
Campaign
oh,
Not the
getting
only
crossed up. Never forget.
Jesus.
How many players do we have left, Chris?
I'll let you guys do that. I gave up.
you got Brewer, Battier, Chalmers, Green, Davis is 5, DiVincenzo is 6, Brown is 7. So you have 8 left.
Cade
One-
Cunningham, game winner.
Sean?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Pistons money line.
There you go.
Piss.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's a terrible shirt. Where can I buy it?
And I almost bitched out of betting it. Then I was like, yeah, just bet it, whatever. Okay, let's think now.
Anyone spent much time in Texas?
I was there this time last year,
Yeah.
literally a year ago, because I flew back the first day of the tournament. I was in Austin.
Okay. I was in Austin and Dallas beginning of March last year.
My last night in Austin, I went out to the bars, and this two dudes in their 60s walk in, like straight redneck dudes, and one dude just go up to everyone and was like, I bet you I could do a push-up one-handed with a drink in my other hand. And he proceeded to do it.
No.
I was like,
It's impressive.
Texas, baby.
Yeah. I went to the rodeo in Dallas. They take it seriously. There was you stood for the national anthem, you stood for God Bless the USA, and then you stood for the rodeo prayer. There's a prayer for the rodeo. God bless this rodeo.
Texas is a different place, man.
Yeah. And then, like, as the rodeo was starting, the edible started to kick in. And I turned to the guy to my right and I said, nonchalantly, is this your first rodeo? And the guy said, no, I've been several times. And then I had to act coherent. I was like, how does it work? What does this all mean? And he explained how rodeo worked. So I'm glad it worked out very well.
I love you, Jeremy.
For you.
It's great. I learned a lot.
And remembered none of it.
I remembered all of it. I mean, the rules themselves, fewer. I had to find out what a rodeo is in the sense of like, what's the difference between bull riding and rodeo? Turns out rodeo is just encompassing all of the activities. They suplex the calves. It's crazy. There's a lot going on there.
Poor Evan Mobley.
Malcolm Brogdon. No, wait a minute. He wasn't on that 2019 team.
But you're in the right neighborhood now. But
There's
actually,
someone from that UVA team.
correct. They are a former Knick.
It's not. Okay, it was not DeAndre Hunter.
No, it's like you are gonna have to go into the
Kyle
absolute,
guy.
like pretty much that level of relevancy. Like you're gonna need to go that deep. Into, like,
Diakite.
Mamadi Diakite.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You gotta be.
That shit falling tells me that's just not their
over.
night. Yeah.
No, it's they started playing after halftime. So this is what you get, literally. Like this is
Pull the plug, Tibbs.
honestly.
I mean, I don't mind them playing.
I don't mind them being in.
Because they're playing tomorrow night. That's why I say just pull.
Oh,
you know that's a good point.
I would argue they're playing tomorrow night. So like, if they're mailing it in regardless, might as well let them work into game shape.
Just one of those nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will reveal one of the names because there's no way anyone will ever guess it.
Tell me the school.
Kansas.
Tyler
2000
Kolek.
Jeff Withey.
No. I'll give you. It was Kansas, and they won in 08 with Kansas.
I'm thinking of the
08
08 team. I'm
Jeez.
thinking of that's the Rio team. That's Chalmers.
You say he was a former Knick?
No, that was Diakite.
You can tell me. I don't care.
Sasha Khan.
I
There
know
was
who
no
that is.
way
I know who
anyone
that
was
guy is.
getting that. One ring with the Cavs.
What? The Jaguars owner?
No, not Shad Khan.
Oh, oops. Sorry. Who
Sasha-
is this guy?
The recording artist? The female recording artist?
Yeah.
Years?
Shaka Khan?
Shaka Khan. Yeah, no, it's not.
Chaka Khan. 26 points, 5 of
The
5.
New York
10 of
Phillies
11
team.
from the
Who
field.
is this guy and why is he Jokic? What the hell, man?
The new Goga Batadze.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I would say like Tony Kukoc is more like it. He's not even calling. Chris Paul's not even calling a real play. He's just draining clock. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Lord.
Man down. Man
Y'all
down.
gotta be kidding me.
That's objectively Cat's fault. Like that.
Fred Katz? I agree.
Yeah. This
Where
this
did
whole
he-
thing is Fred Katz's fault. My God.
Pretty bad.
Who are the rest, Chris?
Just read the list. Read the list.
Are there any ones that we should get?
But two guys that won with the Warriors in 2015. I would have expected you to get one of the two.
2015.
Do you want schools?
No.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Oh, okay, go.
Wait. 2015 Warriors. It's not Iguodala. It's not Clay. It's not Steph. It's not Draymond. It's not Barbosa. It's not Sean Livingston. David West didn't win the championship.
No, but you've now
Oh.
named every rotational player for that team. That's not the guy.
It's not. Wait a minute.
I'm waiting.
No, he. Not David Lee.
No, you want
Okay.
schools?
Yes.
So this was both Warriors in 15. One of them Florida 07, the other Kansas 08.
Florida 07? Okay, hold on. That Florida team was Horford.
Oh, shit. Look who's in.
Oh,
no!
Jeremy Lin's number.
Iggy Brazdakis, dude.
Nah,
Believe it or
Jeremy-
not.
Show some class.
yeah.
PJ Tucker has now played in more minutes this season than Tyler Kolek.
As Tyler Kolek is on the court with him, that's funny.
Has he signed to a second 10-day yet?
No.
Not yet.
Coming up.
Is today day 9?
8,
I think, yeah, he signed on that Monday, so today must be day. No, I think today's day 9.
9. Yeah, that adds up.
So
He'll
that means-
sign the new one.
that
It's
means
probably-
he has. Go ahead.
Hey.
Tyler.
Is that his first bucket or no? He scored.
No, he
before?
scored on. He scored.
Oh,
on
he
Monday.
scored before.
He's played like a lot of NBA minutes to not have scored. Yeah.
So he only has 2 more days to toughen up.
You gotta
Karl
be
Anthony
kidding.
Towns.
Oh my god!
This is insane.
Hell yeah, Sandro. Crazy.
Where were you for the Mama Keshavelli game?
34. Sean,
Okay, Flora. Okay. Okay. Joakim Noah, Torian Prince.
All right.
I
What's
just
this,
got
what's this dude's name again?
Sandro. I just got a notification.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
34 points.
Even Ed Malloy can't believe it.
Yeah, Ed Malloy's about
PJ,
to,
you got to shoot that.
PJ should have shot that.
Anton Watson's out there with you.
I wanted him to SWAT campaign to wrap the game up.
Sean, I'm gonna give answers now because
Yes,
there's
give
20
answers.
seconds left in this
Yes,
game.
give
The
it.
2 that won with the Warriors in 15. Brandon Rush with Kansas in 08.
Oh, I forgot about
And the Florida player was Maurice
Spates,
Correct.
the Splash Uncle.
Yes. You guys were also missing a Warriors and Lakers two-time NBA championship.
That's Brandon Rush.
Known more for being left by his team bus after the celebration than any of his contributions on the court. Quinn Cook.
Damn.
Duke 2015. You guys also missed Justin Jackson. Can't blame you there. North Carolina 2017, Bucks 21. And the final player is someone who's actually playing rotation minutes for the Phoenix Suns, like whenever they play. Former Nugget. He won with the Nuggets in 23, and he won with Villanova in 2018. Colin Gillespie.
Oh,
Wouldn't have gotten that.
that
That
Bo Kerr's
sucks.
performance was insane. Like,
You guys see
who
that
is
tweet?
this dude?
I forget. He's a local legend, Andrew. Like he's
Good for him. He
from
just
Brooklyn,
had the game of his
hooped
life.
in New Jersey in college.
Guys had 35 points this month, and he just scored 34 against the Knicks.
Yeah.
All right,
Mamu
someone sign off.
Kalashvili.
Well,
I just tweeted out the guy's name, and that's how I'm gonna remember it.
Say it.
that sucked.
Sandro Mamu Kalashvili.
Mamu
Vili. Yeah, there you go.
Really? I was close.
120 to 105, your final score as the San Antonio Spurs add up another win at home. They're 29 and 39 now. Knicks regress, I guess, to 43 and 25. Your leading scorer on New York was Karl Anthony Towns. No one else did anything. On the Spurs, Sandro Mamukelashvili had 34, 9, and 3 dimes because why the hell not? Of course he did. Benji went to get milk from the corner store and never came back. That sums up the night. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. There's literally still as many people in here as there was at halftime. You guys are nutcases, but the best kind. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I hope and pray to whatever powers that may be that we made this slightly more entertaining for you. If you objected yourself to Clockwork Orange tonight, thank you so much. Appreciate you all. And for the KFS team, I say so long. Have a great night. And Sean, do you want to do the line that you used to end study hall?
And if you're out on your bike tonight, do wear white.